Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Are the three of you co-hosts? Are y'all good?
I'm not.
You're not? Okay, let me fix that. Okay, cool. Good morning, everyone. Come on in. We got some sleepyheads today. We only got 13. Oh, what's going on here? We'll give it a couple more minutes. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. People will come in as they do. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting ready, get rolling with the day. And I think what we're gonna start off with is a little bit of a check-in. Let's check in and see how everybody's feeling, how everybody's doing. So I want us all to go around and popcorn, and I want you to say just a one word about how you're feeling today. Okay, just one word that describes your feeling for today. So let's start off with Dom.
Good morning. I don't feel like completely like awake, so I'm gonna say like kind of sleepy.
Sleepy, okay. And go ahead and popcorn to someone.
Popcorn to Estrella.
Good morning. I feel a little tired today. I'm sore. So yeah. Popcorn. Cesar.
I feel I just woke up, so I'm pretty tired. Popcorn, Julie.
I was gonna say that I'm feeling tired too, but I'm feeling more, I guess, overwhelmed. Popcorn, Alejandro.
I just woke up as well, so I'm feeling tired. Popcorn, Alan.
I'm feeling sensational, and I'll popcorn over to Jimena.
Good morning, everybody. This morning, even though I'm feeling sleepy, I'm still gonna say I'm feeling extravagant, because why not? I'll popcorn over to Elizabeth.
Loving it.
Good morning. I'm feeling pretty tired right now, but I also feel like good. I'll popcorn over to Blanca.
Good morning. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling happy. I'll popcorn to Javier. Has he gone?
No,
See
I
ya.
haven't. Good morning. I'm feeling pretty groggy, but all right. But all right. Has just a second. Oops. Who hasn't gone yet? My bad.
We have a few people who haven't gone yet.
Matthew.
Good morning, everyone. Hungry. Hungry. I'll popcorn over to Riley.
Good morning, everyone. I'm on the same page as y'all. There's a reason I'm wearing my beanie today. I also have to head to work for a full shift after this. I'm just trying to take my wins today. Popcorn over to Katya. Have you gone?
Good morning. I'm feeling tired as well. Popcorn over to Bella.
Good morning, everybody. I am feeling energized this morning. And let's see who hasn't gone.
Jimena hasn't gone yet.
Okay, do you want to go? Yeah, that's what I want.
Popcorn over to her, Bella.
Yep. Jimena? I think she went.
Oh, yeah,
She
sorry,
did.
you mispronounced
You
my name.
did.
That's why I was like, did she say me? But yeah, I already went.
Jimena, okay, you already went. Okay.
I think that's everybody.
I think that's everybody. Okay, cool. Yay. Okay. Awesome. Well, it sounds like a lot of us are a little groggy this morning. Some of us are hungry, and some of us are just ready to take on the world, which I'm down for. I'm here for it, living for it. That's great. I guess then I'll go. Today I'm feeling delightful. I'm not super energized. I'm not tired. I just feel like, delightful. So, yeah, good. I'm glad we did a little bit of a check-in. I understand. Here we are, and it's Thursday, and you've been doing summer bridge for a hot minute now, so I'm sure that you all are pretty tired. And, it's okay to feel a little tired and overwhelmed. I understand that. And if things are getting to be a little too overwhelming, you can always talk to me. We can work things out. That's not a problem. But I thank you. I thank all of you for coming and bringing your best, whatever that is today, and for being stellar and being here and keeping it going. That's really half the battle. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up for yourselves, and thank you for showing up for me and for Summer Bridge. That's great. So today we're going to actually talk about some key things that I think are really going to interest you, a little bit more concrete than yesterday. We're going to actually go over GE requirements. So we're going to do a general overview of what GEs are, your degree, and classes. So a lot of you have talked to me offline or emailed me about like, when do we register and what does that look like and la la la, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about those things, just a tiny bit to prepare you for next week when we do register, and to prepare you for a couple things that are going to come up. Does that sound good, y'all? Yeah? Cool. Okay, great. So I am going to share my screen here in just 1 second. I just need to okay, cool. So I want to show you this. This is a little pie graph, okay? And this always helps me, and I feel that it helps a lot of students when they actually see what a degree looks like. So when you go to get your BA degree, your bachelor's degree, or your bachelor's of science, okay, BS, your degree can be actually divided up into like a pie chart, okay? So a degree is 120 units. That's how we measure classes, is in units. So each class is about 3 to 4 units. Sometimes they're 2, sometimes they're 6, depending on what your major is, depending on what classes you need to take. But each course has a unit load, okay? And the overall, when it comes to the math of your degree, an overall degree equals 120 units. Now, how do we get to 120 units? As you can see, we have what everybody's favorite thing to talk about is the major courses, right? Your major can be anywhere from 35 to 72 units, depending on what that major is. So that means you're going to be taking a certain amount of units within just your core major, those values, everything that you're studying. Most majors are around 40 units. So just a FYI there, which is really great, okay? And then you have something else that's equally as important, your GE. Now your general education units, you need 48 of those, and there are certain subsections that you have to meet that requirement. So we will go through that. We will talk about that a little bit more as time goes, but we have area A, and within area A, you have your oral and communication, you have your writing, you have all those things that you need to actually take classes in. So there's an A1, an A2, and an A3. Now in area B, that's your science and quantitative reasoning. So that's your math course, that's your lab course, all those things that you have to take. So even if you're an art studio major, you still have to take science courses. You still have to take a lab. There are different other requirements. So there's an ethnic studies requirement, that critical race studies, which is quite important, that everybody has to take as well. So we will talk about those and what's best for those. So everybody always kind of freaks out when they first come into the university. They're like, I need my major classes now. Not true. Okay, some, sure. If you are in a heavily strict major, like a STEM major, like electrical engineering, yes, then we will talk about you taking your major courses right now. However, if you are in a less strict major like comms or like math, or if you are majoring in sociology, no, we can relax a little bit, okay? We can chill out because your GEs are just as important. If you don't meet your GE requirements, you don't graduate. Doesn't matter if you got all your major classes done, you don't graduate. So you need to make sure that you're doing your GEs and putting your best foot forward there as well, okay, and passing those classes. Now, you also have your elective units, and you can take your electives. Now, this is kind of fun because your elective units, you can take whatever you want. Have fun with that. Like you can take some area E courses. Maybe you want to take like, a psychology class or something. You're just kind of dipping your toes in. You can do that. That's fine. However, now this is the cool part. Let's say instead you're like, I really want to pick up a minor. I would love to have like a specialty, which is technically what a minor is. If you decide that you're going to major in sociology, but you want a minor in Spanish, it's almost like having a specialty on your record showing that, oh yeah, like, hey, by the way, I also am really good in this too, or I know this and it's on paper. So that's a really good thing to have. Now, your minor takes up those elective units. A minor is about 20 units, give or take, okay? And this little circle where it says electives, if you can see it, it is just, that's exactly what it is. It's those elective units get taken up by your minor. So it's basically saying, I'm gonna get elective units in this specific area. So that's kind of how that works out. And we can always talk about that. You don't have to know for sure what you want to do right now. It's absolutely okay. That's what college is for, is the exploration process. That's what I'm here for, to help you find that exploration and to really help you with navigate that space and see what the path is, okay? So any questions so far? Let's see, it looks like I have something in the chat. What is that? Okay. So no questions? Everybody's pretty clear on that so far? Yeah? Cool. Okay, so that is what the degree chart kind of pie is, okay? So I want you to keep those things in mind, that your GEs are just as important as your major classes when we go into registration, okay? So don't panic if you're not taking a major course your first semester, all right? Your GEs are just as important, okay? That's the main thing I want to get across to you. So now for the next thing that I want to show you, okay? Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about what specifically is going on with Puerta and registration and with GE courses, okay? So as you can see, we have registration, overview, and pre-enrollment. So as a first-year student, you have already been pre-enrolled in some of your courses. All first-year students are pre-enrolled in their math and English course, okay? Some of you are going to be taking something called a stretch course. Some of you will be taking a semester course. A stretch course, I always recommend them. I love them. I think they're great. A stretch course is a year-long course, okay, versus a semester course. So we have stretch math and stretch English courses. Okay, so all of you did DSP for your English courses, and you were placed based on your DSP scores, and you decided where you wanted to be when you did that. Okay, for those of you who were not able to complete DSP, you are placed based on your test scores, your grades, and everything from high school. Okay, so that's where that comes from. Now, with that, like I said, it's either the English Stretch, the 1-year course, which is English 100 AB, or it's English 101. Okay, with math, you can take different types of math classes. So we'll say statistics. You do need statistics for psychology and sociology. So that's Math 165. You could take the semester long or you could take the year long. It all depends on your preference and flavor, okay? So those are the two things that you are already pre-enrolled in no matter what, as all first-year students are, okay? And then specifically for Puerta, as you can see, we have our first-year learning community cohorts, which we've talked about already a little bit, which is that EDEC 160 AB, which again is a stretch course because it's supposed to be that kind of cohort community building for your first year, okay? So you're gonna be taking that. Now, we have two awesome classes that we have reserved seating for, okay? It's specially reserved seating for Puerta students, all right? Now, these are two very popular classes at SSU that are pretty hard to get into, especially as a first year. Sorry, loves, you're all at the bottom of the totem pole. Just got to break it down to you when it comes to registering for classes. That's where it's at, okay? So here's the thing. We have CALS 219, which is Chicano and Latino Studies 219. It's an introductory course to the Chicano Latino experience here in California. Okay, so understanding that kind of experience, we always heavily recommend it, again, for that cultural piece. And also because this takes care of, remember I told you, critical race studies, that is a requirement. Okay, so you have to hit that GE requirement. CALS does that, okay? And it also takes care of your area D1, which is a social science. So it takes care of those areas, which is really awesome. And you're killing two birds with one stone, okay? That's one reason why we have reserve seating for that. So I always highly recommend that if you can take it. All right. And then there's Spanish 300H. Now this one's a little tricky. Okay. I'm going to repeat this again on our day of registration, but I want to give you a heads up. All right. Classes that are 300 level and above are for upperclassmen only. Okay. When you are a first year or a second year and you have not met 60 units, which is what we cap at as a upperclassman, 60 units. If you have not completed 60 units, we do not recommend that you take a 300 level course because A, you're not ready. B, the units are only going to count as elective units. They're not going to meet that GE or major requirement, okay? So they're only going to be electives. So it's kind of like you took a class for nothing in a way. So we say, no, don't take 300 level or above classes. You stick with 299 and below, okay? However, here's the tricky thing to the rule, okay? Spanish 300H is specifically for students who grew up in bilingual households, who have learned casual Spanish within their families, who understand Spanish, who speak Spanish, but maybe did not learn formally in school, or maybe you did learn a little bit in school, but you also had it from your home. Okay, this class is specifically for you, and it's a great course in that sense because you need it if you're going to minor or major in Spanish. You also need a language. So you need to take care of kind of that language. Sorry, Maybelline. Go. So you need to take care of that. Okay, so there's that. Now, what hinders a little bit of our learning community, but for good reason, is that you may be in one of those major, those intense majors that I had talked about earlier: electrical engineering, pre-nursing, biochem. All right, so those are going to take precedent over the Puerta cohort. All right, if you are in Sonoma Mountain Connection, which we have about 8 Puerta students that are dual enrolled, you will be enrolled in your science and math classes together. So that's going to be a cohort in itself, okay? You actually won't be in the EDEC 160 courses. You will be in your Sonoma Mountain Connection courses, okay, for STEM. So just a FYI there, all right? Now, any questions so far about pre-enrollment or what you need or how GEs work? Anything so far? Okay, cool. Awesome. So now the next thing, Kitty, I love you, but no. Okay. Sorry, my cat is just being extra needy today. Don't know why. And she's back again. Get off my lap. Go. Okay. So let's see, here we are. All right. So now that we've talked a little bit about an overview of what GEs kind of look like, I also want to show you something that's really important that you can kind of look at yourself, okay? And those are going to be those advising tools, and your bridge leaders are going to show you a little bit more about that. But in your My SSU, you can actually go to your ARR report, which is your academic requirement report, and it will just show you straight up like a map of what you need and what you don't. And we will go through a little bit more thoroughly what that is together. And you will do that with your bridge leader. I just want to let you know that you have that power, okay? You can actually look at this yourself. And it is a little hard to read at first, but you got your team and your team is here to help you, okay? So there are those things, but you can absolutely look that up before we do registration just to kind of get your feet wet, okay? So let's see here. Okay. Now, with all this talk about classes and whatnot, let's talk about and get you prepared for Meet the Majors. So we're going to talk a little bit about what that looks like and what that is on our canvas. So can I please get a bridge leader to share their screen and show us where we can find the Meet the Majors module? Any one of you is fine. Matt, can you please show us where to find that? Can you share your screen and show the students how to get to that? Okay, so can you talk a little bit like through the process where to find it as you go?
So I'm in our cohort here. And I believe it's in here, right, Erica?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go down, see our pictures, everything, emails. You guys should be accustomed to this. I go to modules. It says get started, schedule, onboarding, so on. And then, let me see. Right here. So this is, I clicked today.
Mm-hmm.
And you see reading, writing, quantitative workshop. You just scroll down. And here you go. Right here. It's complete on your own time. It says Sonoma State offers a wide variety of majors within our 6 schools: art and humanities, business and economics, education, extended international, science and technology, and social sciences. So should I select on one, Erica? Yes, no?
Yes. Oh, sorry, I did thumbs up. Yes, go ahead and select. Yeah. Show them what that looks
Do you
like.
have a certain one you want me to select on, or?
You can go ahead and select on, let's go over department degree program advising. Or actually, no, not that one. That one's a video. First year advising guides. Go on the first year advising guides. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Request access. Oh, it's because you're in the wrong email. Yep, there you go. It should work now. Huh. Go ahead and request. It's okay. Don't worry, we'll look at that.
Should I select a different one?
So,
See if it works?
yeah, just select a different one. Let's see what happens here. There we go. Okay, so here we go. This is the slide deck of basically the different schools. So FYI, when you pick a major is a department, okay? And that department is housed within a school. So we have the School of Science and Technology, we have the School of Social Sciences, and we have the School of Arts and Humanities, the School of Business and Economics, the School of Education. So there's a lot of different things to look at here. As you can tell, if you're in the School of Arts and Humanities, you're either majoring in Chicano Latino studies, multicultural studies, you're doing English, French, German, like all those things, right? Social sciences, you're doing criminal justice or sociology, psychology, human development. Business and economics, you're doing business administration and economics, okay? School of Education, early childhood studies, working towards your credential, all those things. So within your department, you belong to a school. And then if you can go through the slides, Matt, just really quickly, you just click through them. You will see that each one talks about themselves. So you can learn a little bit about each school and what they come with and represent. And from there, you can decide what it is that you're looking into to do. So right now we're looking at all arts and humanities. Now, if this sounds like something you're interested in, definitely think about that. It's a great way to explore what kind of major you want. If you are undeclared, this is going to be your jam to look at all these things and really think in depthly about like, huh, that sounds kind of cool. Ooh, I kind of liked that. And that way, when we do registration, maybe we can do a GE that is from one of these majors, and then that way you can see what you think and if you like it. Make sense? Okay, cool. Thank you, Matthew. If you can stop sharing, that'd be great. So again, when it comes down to the Meet the Majors Fair, we have compiled for Summer Bridge the entirety of our school and what we offer from each school and each department. So you can take a look and see what it is that you want. So through that, you're going to be doing some work there. You're going to be looking at specific videos and different brochures, virtual brochures. So you're going to be taking a look there to kind of get a feel of what you're looking for. Okay, so I hope that excites you. I hope you think really responsibly and clearly about what sounds interesting, just what sounds interesting to you, because that's really going to start shaping what you're going for. Okay, so start thinking about that. Any questions about the Meet the Majors Fair today? Anything at all? No, nothing? No, we're good? Okay. So that's the Meet the Majors Fair. The other thing is I wanted to touch base with you on, so now that's pretty much what I wanted to discuss and talk about with all of you today, was really thinking about your path, your educational path. Okay, you don't have to have it all figured out right now, but you do need to start really thinking about where you're headed. Okay, if you want to change your major, if you don't like it, if you came in as a certain major and you want to be something else, let's talk about it. That's a great time to come and talk to me on the one-on-ones. Okay, so make sure that you're coming to me and we can discuss those things. All right. The other things, was anybody able to go to any of the cultural events the last few days? Anybody? Nobody was able to? Yeah, you were able to, Alejandro? Which one did you go to?
Metro one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. What'd you think of it?
It was cool since I was in Metro in high school. Like it's just like adding on to it. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and Mecha, I mean, they give so many great opportunities to go to conferences, to do wonderful things in the community. It's really, really good. So yeah, absolutely. There's the Women of Color Collective, if anybody's interested in that one. Like there's so many different things. I, again, highly recommend that you go and you meet these allies. Today we have BSU, and we have our Black Faculty and Staff Association that are going to be here today, which is really awesome. And I highly recommend that you go to that, show and learn what it means to be an ally, okay? Especially in these dire times. I really, really cannot stress this enough to you, okay? Learn what that means. Be an ally, be an advocate, go forth. You know, one person of color is hurting and is oppressed, we all are. That's how that works. So, you know, Black and brown folk, we support. So let's definitely come together. I highly recommend you go to that today, okay? And there are a few others that are coming up. Let's take a look and see what those are. So we have, we have our optional Native and Indigenous student cohort gathering today. So if any of you are a part of that, absolutely. Or if you're interested in, again, becoming allies and advocates, please go. Absolutely. Just because you don't look like them doesn't mean you can't teach them, doesn't mean you can't help, doesn't mean you can't support. Okay? So always make sure that you can be a voice and a person of change in spaces that are brave, okay? So definitely make sure that you're headed to all of those. The other thing that I wanted to really discuss is I know that I haven't been seeing a lot of you in one-on-ones, which is fine. I mean, maybe you feel good, whatever. But I just want to keep reiterating that, like, come visit me. We don't have to talk about anything academic. Maybe something, we can talk about your life. We could get to know you. When's your birthday? Like all those kinds of things. You can ask me personal questions. I'm totally open to that. But I just really want to make sure that I'm always keeping that door open for all of you. Yeah. How was your Bridge Leader breakout the other day? I heard you did some really cool activities. How did y'all feel about that? I wish I could have been there. Unfortunately, I was stuck in traffic. Anybody want to share?
It was cool because we got to learn more about ourselves because we had to write down words that we thought showed who we were, and we had to eliminate them. So it really made me, like, it reassured me that those words were who I am. So it was just a cool experience, and to get to hear others, it was cool.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you got that space to do that. Yeah, those things are super fun. Tomorrow is Wellness Day, so I think that this was a really great activity to do right before Wellness Day, actually. So kudos to Bridge Leaders. Awesome job. Tomorrow being Wellness Day, we will not be having an advising session. Okay, so that's one thing. I will not be seeing you in the morning. Boo-hoo, I'm so sad. But you will be learning a lot about how to take care of yourself in a very holistic sense. So what does it look like when you feel overwhelmed and you're overstressed? How do you combat that? What are some techniques? You're also going to be going through a culinary cooking thing where you're going to be learning like cooking in a dorm 101, because a lot of you will be living on campus most likely, and this semester or the following. So you're going to be learning a lot of fun techniques there. How can you do that? How can you take care of yourself and really provide that space? I know a lot of us, especially my overachievers out there, can run themselves into the ground and really push super hard. Oh yeah, I'm looking at you, sir. I see you with the glasses. Matthew. I know that you can work really hard and just kind of go full tilt into I have an idea or I have these ambitions and I'm going to do it all and I want to experience everything and I want to be successful and I'm going to do 4.0 in all my classes, and that's great. It's wonderful to have ambition. I think that is key. You need that fire to move forward. However, you give too much fire and not enough fuel for yourself, you're gonna burn out. The flame is just gonna go out of you and you are gonna break. Okay? And we wanna make sure that you understand what wellness looks like for all of you. So it looks like Riley said there's a survey that y'all need to take for the culinary activity. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that as well. All right, a little shout out. So do that survey. And then just learn how to care for yourself. Be kind to yourself. You don't need to punish yourself. That's the other thing. Academics is not a punishment. You don't have to be, a masochist. You don't have to kill yourself over it. Take your time. Take your space. Take what you need. Okay? So always remember those things. All right. Well, it looks like our spiel is a little bit over early. So I'm wondering, Bridge Leaders, do you have any activities like a icebreaker maybe we could do for the last 10 minutes? Anybody?
I know that, I don't know what happened to my voice right there. I know that I wanted to do the perfect match game, but my group is very small. So I'm like, I don't think it would really work with my group. So if we did it with the whole cohort, maybe it would work a little better as a connecting game, if y'all are down.
I think we're down. Let's do it.
Okay. I don't know if the Summer Bridge Leaders remember this from the training. I thought it was super fun. So basically you're trying to find your perfect match within the group, and everybody's going to start with their cameras on. And let's say if I was going first, maybe I'd say something like, I have 2 cats. And then anybody who has cats would keep their camera on, and if you don't, you'd turn it off. And gradually you're eliminating more people until you find your perfect match and only one person stands, and then they're like your soulmate or whatever.
Once you turn off your camera, you got to keep your camera off so we can have just one person remaining at the end who's your perfect pair.
Yeah.
Okay. So if everyone can turn on their camera, please. I would prefer that everybody turns their camera on.
So you
If
can all
you
play.
absolutely cannot turn on your camera, then you can message me, but if you can turn it on, I would like it on. Thank you. Okay, everybody ready to play? Okay, great. All right, so let's go for it. All right, go ahead, Bella.
Do you want me to be the first person, or do you want me to pick somebody to be first? I'm good with whatever. Oh, I can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, can you start? I don't know how to play this game.
Yes, I can. Okay. So I am super artistic. You're not, if you don't, you wouldn't consider yourself artistic, turn your camera off.
It's everybody.
Nobody likes me. Okay. I love dogs. All right, we got some people still here. What else? I'm really into poetry. All right. Oh, gang over here. What else? Jeez. I can admit that I don't drink enough water. Let's see.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
Replace coffee with water and then everything goes downhill, but it's good. It's good. I'm not scared of bugs, like at all. America. All right, we got two more. Let's see. What else about me? I'm not a sports person. I can't with sports. Oh, I love everybody. Okay. Well, it happens. I'm my own soulmate.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that's the game if somebody else wants to go next.
Bella, why don't you popcorn to someone?
All right. Let's see here. I'm going to pick Carlos because he was almost my perfect match.
So everybody put your cameras back on.
I like to play video games. Okay, I have one brother, one sister. I don't like to read very much.
Okay, is that everybody? Yeah. Carlos, no perfect match. Okay, why don't you popcorn to somebody?
Matthew.
For sure. Let's get it. Let's see. Is everyone's camera on? Okay. Let me see. I love to swim. I love to read. Oh. I do like sports. Oh crap! I didn't think this far ahead. I love coffee.
Oh, okay. We have Happy and a Don.
I love all types of music. Oh, respect.
Matthew, I love you.
I love a Dawn.
Aw, so cute. I think you have a perfect match, and I think it's a Dawn.
I like Crocs.
All right.
You like what?
Crocs.
Yeah, that's all right.
Did we all match? Me, you, and Addie?
Yeah, I'm down. Okay, you get 2 soulmates. Look at that.
All love.
All right, let's do one more round. Who wants to go next? Addie or Don?
How would it work though if we found our soulmate?
I'll go. All right. I love poetry. I love reading. I love sports. I read the Bible. Let's see. Wait, isn't that everybody already?
That's everybody.
Isn't that everybody?
You got us with that Bible question.
Okay.
That's okay. All right, everybody. That was fun. I like that game. That's a good game. I'm definitely going to play that one a little bit more. That's fun. All right. So we have about 3 minutes left. 2 minutes. Should we play one more round?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay. All right. Let's play one more round. Who should go next? Who wants to go?
Don.
Am I going?
You can go. Yeah.
All right. I like sports. I like lifting weights. Let's see. I like fishing. Let's see.
Oh, let's see here.
I have a knee injury.
Me.
Did you and Happy just become best friends?
He's also called Addie too. I just found out the other day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, this is fun. That's so cute. All right, y'all. I think we did good. So now that the game's over, just FYI, again, Wellness Day. I'm not gonna see you in the advising session, but please make a one-on-one with me. I would love to talk with you and help you out, get to know you a little bit. The other thing is too, our talent show is coming up on Friday, right? It's this Friday, yeah? Yes. Okay, talent show. Yeah, and if we have enough people, I might do some magic. So definitely come and hang out and show off your talents. I know some of you have some really cool talents, and I'm really excited to see them in action. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I will see you all then, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Everybody, enjoy your rest of your day. Enjoy the Meet the Majors fair. And yeah, bye, everyone.
Check your emails.
Check your emails. Check your emails. And I will see you all, or actually your faculty will be seeing you real soon. So, okay, bye.
Bye.
The faculty won't be seeing them real soon, right?
Yeah, no, they don't have Zoom till.
No. Y'all don't have a Zoom right now with your faculty, but you do have some homework, which I said in the email. So go ahead and check that out. There's some important information, Team Blue. I sent it just. Huh?
We're still for the summer bridge breakout.
Yeah, we're still on for the summer bridge breakout at 12.
Yes.
And we can always come back earlier to have a little more time if you guys are down with it.
We can what?
Yeah.
Come back a little early just to have more time to play.
Yeah, if they want to come back early.
They're down. Honestly, I just have to like right now and figure out why it's not doing it. Why don't we have a Zoom class? Really good question. Really good question.
I think that they don't want you to burn out so much, because you know how we were talking in our cohort about how like learning in the Zoom class sometimes doesn't work the best for you, Dom. So like I think that's their way of like giving y'all some space. Huh?
Did I say that? I don't remember.
Yeah, remember when Ruby showed us that video and you were like, that did not work for me, like.
Yeah.
I think maybe they're just trying to keep y'all like keep changing it up so you don't like burn out of sitting on Zoom forever.
I also know classes in the spring that didn't any Zoom meetings. It was all on Canvas, and it was like that discussion, and it was other weird Canvas stuff. So I think it's a little bit more Canvas. You know, everybody in Sonoma uses Canvas, maybe plus Zoom, maybe plus other things, but everybody's centralized on campus, as far as I am aware.
That makes sense, though. That would make sense.
I like to think there's.
Yeah, I think that's definitely part of it. And if y'all need help like navigating that, let us know, because we're practically Canvas pros at this point. But yeah, y'all don't have to stay on Zoom if you don't want to. We are meeting at 12.
Yeah, as soon as you came in, and then I was like, okay, thank you. Here. All right. Y'all got homework to do. Got a cute little summer bridge leader hangout happening right now.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Y'all are so great. I was going mad. I'm like, I'm so glad we're
I feel like we're a good balance of like chill and like keeping our stuff together, you know?
Yeah, I feel.
Hey Riley, where do you work at?
I'm a baby manager at Ross. I also work a lot of places on campus. I'm like a peer advisor in the advising center, and I'm a staff coordinator for Peer Mentor, and I intern at the hub every once in a while. Yeah, but the job today is at Ross. Yeah, I just am really bad with having free time, so I just like fill it with working way too much.
That was me on campus a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I went to every single like campus event. I went to all the things hosted because I was just, you want me to sit around my dorm and do nothing?
Right.
That's a no. So yeah, my poor roommates, they're like, where are we getting dragged to today? And I'm like, they're giving out free cactuses in Zen.
I love that.
I'm like, we're running. And they're like, what do you mean we're running? I'm like, we have to get there now.
Me?
You're gonna love Peer Mentor.
What?
I said you're gonna love Peer Mentor.
I'm already loving peer mentoring. I'm so excited. I loved my peer mentor. Well, not my. Do you know Joseph Quinn?
For Hutchins?
Yeah, he was a Hutchins peer mentor.
Yeah.
He was my Hutchins peer mentor, and
he's really sweet.
I think everybody scared him a little bit because he seemed very scared.
Well, Bella, you're intense in like the best way possible.
I know.
But
That's like I'm very intense, so I felt bad. I was just like, I know I'm scaring this poor kid. But I also had Anna in one of my classes. Anna Lemur.
Yeah.
And she was and she could match my energy very well.
Yeah, she can also be very intense.
Yeah, so
she's great though.
Together, and it was trying to figure out technology.
My peer mentors were Jordan. You know Jordan?
Oh, Jordan. Yeah.
And
I love
Brenda.
Jordan. Brenda. Don't know Brenda's face right now, but Jordan, I adore Jordan.
I love Jordan. I play water polo with them.
Really? That's cool. Yeah. Matt, are you doing peer mentor now? Right?
I wanted to, but because I applied to be an RA.
Right.
I do both, and then the RA position kind of, yeah. So.
Yeah.
There goes my plan for the semester.
I mean, they might still have some.
I think they have to have a couple because if anybody chooses to live on campus, they need to have some there. And Sama keeps talking like she's going to be there in the fall. So I'm assuming.
I'm hoping, but I'm probably not able to live on campus this fall. Just because I live far, and so it's kind of a pain. So